my glamours, and welcome back to another video. Today we are doing a Sephora haul and trying all the viral trendy products on our face. I'm so excited because I bought so many viral products that I just have heard so much about and can't wait to try. If you aren't already a part of our glamour club, please subscribe and become part of the glamour team. We are posting videos every week of makeup tutorials, anything beauty, trying new products, tips, tricks, challenges, you name it, we do it. And yeah, I can't wait to see you for my next one. But for now, let's get into the Sephora haul. So we've got our Sephora package right here that we're gonna go ahead and open up. I'm so excited. So excited! So opening her up. How much stuff is in there? I haven't done a big Sephora haul or even just makeup haul in quite a while. So first things first, we're obviously going to start off with skincare, and I've got these facial radiance pads. I have seen these everywhere. I've seen makeup artists use them on their clients before they go in with skincare. I have already cleansed, but I don't have anything else on my face. So basically they've got glycolic acid and lactic acid. Lactic acid is great for dry skin, so I'm assuming these are going to be really moisturizing. Glycolic acid is really good for acne prone skin, so, and exfoliating. So let's apply these. It's just meant to get rid of any dirt or leftover product on the skin and just give you fresh skin before you go in with skincare, because the last thing you want, honestly, is to go in with all your skincare on top of a oily base with leftover makeup. And it's going to be actually really interesting to see that after double cleansing last night and doing all my skincare and waking up and washing my face, if I've actually got any leftover makeup. If this gets leftover makeup and product out of the skin after doing all that, then they definitely work. Let's have a look. It's dirty. Yuck. That's gross. But yeah, so clearly they work because my face, as far as I knew, it was squeaky clean. But according to First Aid Beauty, apparently not. Okay, next I'm going in with the Fenty Skin Fat Water. Now I have heard about this everywhere, and apparently it goes really well underneath makeup. So this is actually a pore refining toner serum. So it's going to minimize the look of pores. Let's go ahead and see how she applies and looks. I'm literally just going to put some in my hands. Oh, it's like got the consistency of oil. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's not like super runny. It's like quite thick. Let's see how she feels. That's really interesting. It actually smells nice. It actually feels like fat water. Like it feels like water, but like it's not even oily, it's just fat. Like it feels fat. I don't know how to explain, like thick, but like not thick, like water, but thick. It's so hard to describe. I'm gonna put a little bit more underneath the eyes because this just gives a really nice under eye if you put toner underneath there. Trust me guys, pro tip, if you don't want creasing underneath your eyes or you don't want cakiness, put toner under there. A hydrating toner. Put a hydrating toner. Don't use eye creams. Put a hydrating toner underneath your eyes. Okay, so that is pretty much all on. That's how she's looking. Yeah, I like this product. Let's see how it does with makeup though. But yeah, so far so good. And it smells wonderful, but honestly, it's Rihanna's product, and Rihanna, from what I've heard, smells amazing. So it does not surprise me that she knows what she's doing with the fragrance. And now that we've done that, just to seal it all in, I'm going to go in with a sunscreen. This is the Ultraviolet SPF 50+ Queen Screen. Very popular. It's also a serum, so I just love this. I didn't buy this, but it is from Sephora. This is, yeah, just great to get that SPF, but also moisturize and just seal in all the skincare that's underneath. So I just apply about that much, and then I'll just go ahead and rub it in. Now with sunscreen, you really, after you've applied it and let it soak in, you really want to let it soak in. So I usually wait about 10 minutes for it to soak in before going in with my makeup, just because if you go in straight afterwards and not giving it time to soak into your skin, it's just gonna move your makeup product. So it's best to just leave it for a little while. 10 minutes honestly isn't long. Just go and do something. Go have a coffee, go do some gardening, I don't know, do what you gotta do, read a book. But just give it 10 minutes to soak in. If you are in a rush, you can grab a little handheld fan, do that, or like a blow dryer on cold. But yeah, let it soak in. Let it soak. I almost forgot, before I leave, I did buy the Ole Henriksen lip treatment. This is the Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment. I got it in the shade Vanilla Bonbon. It's just a clear one. I've heard that this is amazing. This is so viral and overhyped. I really need to see if it lives up to it, because my favorite by far is the Laneige lip mask. That is my favorite. So if this beats that, I would be very, very surprised. But it says, smooth, soften, and plump your pout with hydration with this overachieving, deliciously nourishing lip treatment. Hard-working peptides meet EFAs and antioxidants to help strengthen and bring bounce back to dry lips. Visibly plumps, smooths, and strengthens with cocoa butter, acai sterols, and peptides, and a sheer tin and sweet vanilla scent. Okay, so this is it. Let's see what the formula is like. Okay, just a standard lip balm. Let's see how it feels. So one thing about me, I do not like sticky lip balms. So if this is sticky, I will not like it whatsoever. I'd be taking it straight off. I like something smooth and nourishing, but already going on. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wait. I know you can't feel this, guys. You can only see it, but I wish I could describe how this feels. It feels almost like butter, but like it's not sticky whatsoever. Like if this was sticky, you'd literally be able to see it being sticky, but it is just really smooth like butter. I love it. And it's got a slight scent, but you can barely notice it, which honestly I don't mind, because I don't like a really strongly scented anything on my face. But yeah, our skin is looking beautiful, our lips are looking nourished, and I can't wait to get into this makeup. I'm gonna go wait for my sunscreen to dry. I'll be back. I am back and our sunscreen is all soaked in. Now I did not buy a primer, so I'm just gonna go in with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This is a great one to get everything to stick really well, because it's super tacky, as you can see. So I like to apply this mainly in the T-zone where makeup tends to move, because this is the area that you get the most oily and those pores open and oil comes out. So I like to just apply it on the T-zone and then just swipe it out. And I like my primer super sticky so that everything stays on. Now I did get two foundations from the Sephora sale. I got the Estee Lauder Double Wear, super popular, and I also got the House Labs one. Now I have used this one before, just out of a sample from Sephora. So I'm mostly excited to try this one because I've never tried it before and I've heard heaps about it. So we're gonna try this one today. Let me know if you want a review of this one though, and I can definitely post that video. So we're gonna open it up. I am in the shade 100 Light Neutral. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's in a beautiful thick glass bottle, which I love because it just gives that heaviness and it just feels luxurious. I love a thick glass bottle. My favorite foundation is the NARS Radiant Longwear, and it's in a thick glass bottle. And then it's beautiful packaging. You got the nice little chrome top, and then I'm assuming you just pull it off and it's got a pump, which is also amazing because unlike with the Estee Lauder one, this one you have to like push out, like put it into your hand. This one pump, which is amazing. Now to apply this foundation, I got the extremely viral F4 Makeup by Mario brush. Oh my gosh, guys. I don't know what y'all are talking about, but almost every makeup video I watch, y'all are raving about this thing. So I had to buy it. I'm so lucky it was in stock because the amount of times I've tried to buy this brush and it's been out of stock is ridiculous. Like, y'all are really like selling this brush out to the max. So I really want to see what the hype is about. Now, apparently one side is for applying and the other side is for blending. But a lot of people use it in different ways. So some will use this side for foundation and the other side for contouring. So I'm just gonna play around with it a little bit and use it how I would like to use it, really. So I'm gonna grab the foundation and I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. And hopefully this is my shade. It's looking like it might be slightly on the yellower side, but it's fine because we can always fix it up with concealer later. So let's just do a swipe. Okay, straight up, that looks very full coverage. Let's blend it out. Now I like to apply more towards the middle of the face and then outwards. So I'm just going to buff that out. So far, this is really easy to blend, like super easy and very full coverage. It is kind of good that I've got some redness and acne, so you can really see what this coverage is gonna do. We'll cover up that little pimple there and see how well that does too. So just applying towards the middle and out. I use kind of tapping motions. I flick between tapping motions and swiping motions, but it's mainly tapping for placement and then kind of doing, sometimes I do little circular motions just to blend it in. This is beautiful. Oh my goodness, this looks like skin. It actually looks like skin, guys. Wow. The radiance of it too. All right, let's see how it covers up pimples. So I've got a little pimple there. Let's see. Where is it gone? The coverage on this is amazing. It's definitely buildable. Like, I can still see a little bit of freckles coming through, but I can build this up to cover them like so. Wow. And it literally looks like skin. It does not look like foundation. Also, this brush is beautiful. It really is. It's so soft and it's just blending it out beautifully. And I don't see any streak marks, which usually I use a beauty blender purely because I feel like brushes leave this streaky look. Like, I can see that I used a brush, like there's streak marks. This one is not doing that at all. So I can definitely see the hype in that fact. It is blending it out absolutely beautifully. I will definitely be using this brush for my foundation in the future. I was actually thinking I would have to go in with a beauty blender after this because that's what I usually do when I use a brush. I apply with a brush first and then I'll go in with a beauty blender to get rid of streak marks. But it's actually looking like I'm not even gonna have to do that, which is insane because I've never, ever had a brush that didn't leave streak marks, that I didn't have to go in with the beauty blender afterwards. So yeah, I can see the hype. I definitely can see the hype. Guys, I can see the hype about this foundation. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Like, look at the radiance and the way it just looks like skin. This foundation is like magic. This is gorgeous. Like, the way it's making my skin look is just so beautiful. Look at that. Wow. This combo, keeping that. Definitely reusing. Definitely gonna sit on my little makeup table here to reuse. The things that stay on my table are the things that I use almost every day, and that is staying on my table. Beautiful. Now for concealer, I got the Ultra Creamy Tarte Concealer. I know this has been around for a really long time. I just haven't used it for a really long time. I've been using the Natasha Denona one and the Born This Way concealer. So I decided to rebuy it just because it really was that girl back in the day, and still is. Still a lot of people are using it. So because we're going for full coverage, full glam, we're gonna go straight in and start highlighting with it. So I'm gonna do under the eye. By the way, this is in the shade 12N Fair Neutral. Now for cream contour, I got the Patrick Tar 2-in-1 cream contour and powder bronzer duo. This, again, is everywhere, and I got it in this shade She's Sculpted Medium. I am so excited to try this. First of all, I love a 2-in-1 product. It's just so handy to not have to carry two things with you and have it just in the one. So I'm so excited to try this. So you got the cream at the top and the bronzer at the bottom. I'm actually going to use the F4 brush. I'm going to use the other side to do the contour placement. So I'm just going to contour as I usually would. Okay. It's not like super pigmented like the KSL, is it KSL? KLS contour stick is. That one's super pigmented, but I kind of like that because especially if you're a beginner or new to makeup, it's really good to have something that is not too intense, too pigmented, because once you go in with it, there's not really much going back, and if you do want to go back, you're gonna have to play around with the concealer a lot, and it's just a mess. So it's good to have a product that is buildable, that you can really work with and have control over, so you can control how much bronzer you want rather than the product controlling your look. So I definitely like the pigmentation of this. It's like perfect. It's like right in the middle and super buildable. I am going to grab my little brush to do some nose contouring as well. Now this is also from Sephora. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Blush Duo. I did not buy it in my haul. I've been using this for a little bit, but because I didn't buy a cream blush, I'm just going to go ahead with this. I'm going to go in with the F4 brush again, and I'm just going into this shade here, and I'm just going to apply that on the high points of my cheekbones right there. And I like doing this in this step, guys, because it just really helps the concealer blur into the blush rather than doing it once you've blended everything and then putting the blush on top last. It kind of looks separate from everything, so I like to do this in between. Now I just cleaned the brush off a little bit, and I'm actually going to use this to blend everything out. So I'm going to go in with the really fluffy side to blend out that contour. This is blending out seamlessly. Like, look how quick and easy that was. Oh my goodness. Okay. blending out the cheekbones. I'm just using tapping motions and trying not to drag too much because we don't want to move any of that foundation underneath. Now to blend out the concealer and blush, I'm actually going to use the other side just because it's a little bit smaller and we can get right up into those corners. This feels so weird, guys, because I'm so used to using a beauty blender. But this is the one thing I love about makeup, right? Is you can really play around with it, change your techniques, use different tools, use different products, and you can actually find things that you love again. Like when you started makeup, you know, you find all these things you love and that work for you, but that continues through your whole makeup journey. And that's what I love about makeup, is it never ceases to surprise me. I'm always getting new tips, new tricks, new products I love. And yeah, I think this foundation is certainly living up to that. Wow, I'm in shock. This brush, my goodness, it just blended everything out so seamlessly. Like, hello. This is amazing, you guys. Oh, damn it. I hate jumping on the train of favorite products and things like that because I feel like people think it's like sponsored or you're just being a sheep, but like no, literally I am on this brush's train's ass because what the heck? This is so beautiful. It has blended everything out so nicely. And no streak marks whatsoever. Like, I am shocked by this brush. I genuinely thought I'm gonna get this brush and it's just gonna be a brush. And it's gonna leave streak marks and it's just gonna be a brush. Makeup by Mario, how? Oh, Makeup by Mario, how? Like, please. How do you create all of this with just this? Are you a magician? I am frothing over this base, guys. Like, oh! Okay, let's get into the next thing before I just can't stop looking at myself. Okay, so I've just put the P. Louise eyeshadow base on, and I'm just gonna go back in with that cream bronzer from Patrick Tar, and I'm just gonna pop that on the top of the eyelid just to give a nice bronzy base for when we apply brown eyeshadows later. Now to set, I'm going to use the Huda Beauty in the shade Cherry Blossom just to set underneath my eyes. Now this is from Sephora also, but did not come in my haul. What I like to do is I like to just place it in there and then I like to dab off the excess on the back of my hand and just press and roll. This just sets your under eye without baking, just to give that blurred effect and so that your under eyes don't decrease. So I'm just going to do that to the other eye. Okay, now that that's done, you can see how much that has blurred the under eyes. It's stunning. I love that product. I'm going in with the Huda Beauty. This is in the shade Pound Cake. So it's more of a translucent, and I just grab a big fluffy brush, dip it in, tap off excess, and then I just go ahead and set the rest of my face with it. This is also from Sephora, but was not in my haul. Now, what I absolutely love about the foundation underneath this is even though I have completely set my face with powder, you can still see that within glow coming through, which is exactly what I love in a foundation. That's why I use the NARS Radiant Longwear foundation, because it's so radiant even after setting. This is doing the exact same thing. It is absolutely beautiful. Now we are going to go in with the Patrick Tar. We're going to use the powder in this now. And we're just gonna bronze up the face. So getting some of that on my brush, tapping off excess. I'm just gonna go over the exact same spots I went in with the cream bronzer. So you'll notice I use a lot of tapping motions, and then to blend it out, I'll do little circular motions. But I'm not going hard in with the brush. It's very light when I'm doing this because, again, we really don't want to move anything underneath. Before, after. It's definitely bronzing up the face beautifully. Also, when I bronze up the face, it is very common to forget these parts, and then it looks like a line around your head. So you want to get right up into these spots here and blend out into the hairline, and you will see the difference. Like, see that side and then this side? Yeah, you want to get right up into the hairline. Now I'm going to use that same bronzer to contour my nose, and then I'm also going to put it on my eyelids before we go in with eyeshadow. I love that hack of using the same cream bronzer and powder bronzer on your eyes before going in with eyeshadow, because it just gives a very seamless blended in look. So if you haven't tried it before, definitely give it a try. You will notice when I show you the final result what I'm talking about, but it just blends in and ties into the makeup beautifully. Now, another little trick that I love is going from your nose contour into your eyeshadow like this, so that they don't look separate from your nose contour, because there's nothing worse when you've got nose contour and then eyeshadow and they just look separate. It doesn't look right in my opinion. So I just do this, blend it outwards, and once you've finished blending it into the eye like that, you just want to go in with an eyeshadow brush. I'm just going to use the exact same brush and just place that in the crease of your eye and blend it out. And I like to just kind of blend it out like that so it connects with the bronzer here. Alright, the skin is looking bronzed AF. It's looking beautiful, it's looking glowy, it's looking full coverage. I'm obsessed. Now we're going to go in with baking powder. So same powder. I use the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom. Now I like to put it in the lid and then press my powder puff. And I like to go along the sides of the nose to do some reverse contouring. And then if you watch, I just drag it out like that. And then you can just tap in all the excess like that. Now, I don't go crazy with my baking like some people do, because honestly, I just think it's a little bit unnecessary. It's just going to make your under eye look cakey, and it's going to make you more prone to creasing. So what I like to do is, just like I did then, drag it along, tap in the excess. I don't like a big thick layer of powder, so I'm going to do the same on the other side. Again, swipe down the side of the nose for reverse contouring, and then drag, and then just tap in all the excess. And this way you're really just tapping it into the skin, so it's gonna like melt into the skin rather than just sitting there. A lot of unnecessary product just sitting there, and it's gonna make it super cakey. And I like to put some in my smile lines just here too. It just prevents creasing. Not a lot, just any excess that's on your powder puff. Now I'm just going to go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera. If you want a brow tutorial, feel free to go check it out. It's on my channel. It's literally the last video I posted, but I'm going to go and do it off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, now that the brows are done, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that baking powder. Now we're going to go in with a very new Sephora product that I'm so excited to try out. This is the House Labs in collaboration with Lady Gaga blush in the shade Fire Moon. Now, the special thing about this blush that I have never tried before is it is a very particular color. I will show you. I'll open it up. It's almost a bronzer. Almost. Very almost. It's like in between a peach and a bronzer. And apparently, why it's like this, and what it does is it blurs the bronzer into a blush so beautifully because it's just so close to a bronzer. So I'm excited to see what it's going to look like on my complexion and if it suits me and if I like it, because if I'm being real with you, the blush I usually go for is bright pink. So just going in with a blush brush, I'm going to zoom you guys in so we can really see the application. Okay, I'm going to pigmented, very pigmented. Okay, we're going to place on the higher ends of our cheekbones. Okay, I'm going to grab a little bit more because I love blush. And then we're going to blend it into our bronzer and then up into our under eye to give that kind of under eye blushed effect that is so trendy right now. And that is what it looks like. Stunning. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah. It actually suits my complexion, and I can see what they mean about it matching in with the bronzer. It doesn't look like just straight up pink blush. It looks just very subtle. I'm actually going to add a little bit more just so we can really see the payout of this product and really get that color. That is beautiful. So that's before and that's after. Stunning. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, and then I'm going to put a little bit where I usually put my blush, which is on the tip of my nose, and then I connect the bronzer with the blush up here, so just right in between where the concealer and bronzer goes. This just helps melt everything in together and give a very seamless blend. Maybe I'm gonna put a little bit on my eyelids just to fully connect it all. And this is the finished product of the blush. Beautiful. It's just given like a sun-kissed look. So it literally just looks like I've been kissed by the sun. It does not look like a bright pink or a bright red. It's just blending in with the bronzer. It's actually beautiful. I love it, but for me personally, I love like really glowy and a little bit more pink. So I am gonna top it off with the Dior Glow Kit, this little pink one in there. This you can also get from Sephora. And we're just gonna see what these look like together, because I think it's gonna be beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, that combo is beautiful. Yeah, that's a lot better. I love it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this combo definitely is that girl. See how that's just add the slightest amount of pink, but that beautiful glow. That's what we want. So I'm just gonna apply it everywhere that I did the blush. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and highlight with this white shade in there too. I'm just gonna highlight the nose and the brow bone and the inner corner. Now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes and use the Hourglass Unlocked Mascara. Now this one I'm quite excited to try. This is the Baby Fresh Eyes. It's a brightening kohl eyeliner pencil. Now, I'm always wearing black eyeliner. Or I have worn white before, but it doesn't really suit me. I don't think I've ever used a like beige one, like a brightening one. I haven't used one before, so I'm just excited to see what this does for my eyes. This is what it looks like. It's a beautiful little pencil actually. It's got like a golden chrome top. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that. It is beautiful. So it really has just brightened the eyes up and just given the appearance of bigger eyes, which I love. The white one is a little bit too full on for me, so this is perfect. It's like right in the middle and it's not like super noticeable. So I love that. Now we get to finish off with lips. I do not have any nude lip products, so I'm gonna go in with my go-to combo, which is the Makeup Forever lip liner in the shade Endless Cacao and my MAC lipstick in the shade Velvet Teddy. And then I always top it off with the NYX Butter Gloss. I can't find my NYX Butter Gloss anywhere, which is super sad and depressing, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use the Clarins Lip Oil. Yeah, Lip Comfort Oil in the shade 24. It's just a clear, glittery gloss. I usually use a pink gloss, but yeah, this is also from Sephora. And then to set that all in place so it doesn't budge, I'm gonna use a Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. And this is the final result, guys. I am in shock. Like, these products, I usually don't like all the products I buy, but I liked every single one of these, especially this little beauty. This is one of the most beautiful foundations I have seen in a very long time. This is beautiful. I will be using this a lot. And the other favorite of mine is definitely got to be the brush. This brush is phenomenal. No streak marks, beautiful flawless skin, just stunning. And you still get coverage with it, which with a lot of brushes, you're not going to get much coverage. So people usually use beauty blenders if they want more coverage, like me. This you still get coverage with. It is just an all-rounder, amazing brush. I can't hype this up enough. This is on my makeup table because I'm going to be using it every day or every time I do my makeup. For real. Makeup by Mario. You did that. Be proud. Amazing. So that is the end of my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you got some tips and tricks out of the video, or maybe you wanted to try some of these products. Let me know which one you think looked the best or one that you really want to try down in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed and liked if you liked the video, and I will see you for my next one. Bye, guys.